So I'm like, what kind of doctor this man supposed to be? You wouldn't been looking and checking up in me. Don't ever let no nigga take your car without you. Period. Like, just don't do it. But I'm hurting. Hey, welcome back to the Real Mina Millions. This is the Real with Mina, and today we got a story time. So as you guys gonna be able to see, I did a hair video on this wig, and I'm about to do a story time right now. So you guys are gonna see the same clothes from the wig video in the story time video, but I wanted to come today with some fire. So I decided that I want to talk about Dino again, y'all, and I wanted to talk about the time that he wanted me to get a fucking rental car in my name for him, right? So as I was telling y'all about Dino before, like when my ex got shot story or whatever, got pew that whatever. So Dino, we don't have much crazy story times, but there is some times that was just like, what? Like, oh my God, that's crazy. So me and Dino was dating for about a year and some change. I had just had my daughter, so I was like, my daughter was 1 at the time. I was trying to date. I was trying to get my life back together, trying to figure me out as a mom and as a woman all over again. If you had a kid, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So me and Dino kind of had some ups and downs, because he would feel like, oh, you're gonna go back to your baby daddy and this and that, and I was just like, I don't want my baby daddy. I don't care about him. Even though I was still in love with my baby daddy at the time, but I was fighting to not be with him. So Dino was locked up. Like when we first, he wanted to date, but I told him like while he was locked up, no. So when he got out, we did started dating. He wasn't locked up for anything crazy. Just street pharmaceutical behavior, the typical black male story, right? So he was incarcerated for that. After like he was, when I got in touch with him, or he got in touch with me or whatever, at that point he probably was locked up for, let's say, incarcerated for a couple of months at that time. So he didn't have long. He had like a couple of months to do once we were in contact, and he was just like, oh, I was looking for you, because before he got arrested, we were talking, and I was gonna pursue something with him, and he would like come with me this place, that place, and like I had to tell him like those were my younger days. Those were the days that I just didn't know myself, and I just really wanted to please a man and be with a man, so I was doing whatever to please my daughter's dad. Like that was just what I would do, follow behind him, want to be with him, want to be in his motherfucking skin. Because if I could be in his skin, I would have been in his skin, baby. I'm telling you. That's just what it was, right? So Dino and I would kind of like opposite. And I know a lot of people like don't really believe in the zodiac thing, but I am a Scorpio, so I am very headstrong. I am very stern. It is what it is when I say what it is, and that's just what it is. Dino was a Sagittarius. I have friends, like homegirls that are Sagittarius, that we butt heads, but then we kind of like be back cool again and loving again to each other. And that's kind of like my relationship with every Sagittarius female. But with the male, my brother is a Sagittarius. When we go head to head, baby, we go head to head. And that's just what it is. Like, and I ain't backing down, and they ain't backing down. So it's just kind of like, we gonna sit here and we gonna continue to do this until somebody shut the fuck up. And it's probably more than likely gonna be them, because I'm never gonna shut up. So so anyways, Dino got out or whatever. We were talking on the phone and stuff, and he was just like, oh, I'm about to come home. I got this amount of money saved up. My homeboy got this for me, that for me. Blase, blase, blase. Was it far-fetched? No. Could it been? Yes. So it's kind of like, I don't know. He had a very supportive family and stuff of him too. So when he was incarcerated, I didn't have to do nothing. And he would even have his homeboy like cash at me money to put on my phone to talk to him. So I knew like he wasn't trying to talk to me to get anything from me. It was just kind of like he really liked me, or he either just wanted to get the buns really bad, and it was just like, let me do what I gotta do to get the buns. But unfortunately, when you come over here, it's not a one and done. This stick it and lick it and come back and spin the block. You feel me? So yeah. So me and Dino, basically we was just, getting to know each other, all that stuff. So like right after he got out, we had like a hurricane warning. So he was just like, you want to go to Atlanta, whatever, for evacuation? Because where we at, Atlanta would have been inland, where Atlanta wouldn't have been impacted. So us going to Atlanta, which is like 4 hours away, because we here in South Carolina, it would have been, close enough for us to get back to SC, but also not be impacted by the hurricane. So my mom was like, I'm going to keep your daughter. Like, she not going with y'all. Go ahead. Go with him. Y'all get to know each other. Spend the hurricane time with him. I got her and she's going to stay with me. So I was like, okay, cool. So my baby stayed with my family, and me and him went to Atlanta. So, we got to Atlanta, all this stuff. We hadn't spent like a week or so together as a couple with him being out. So it was just kind of like, okay, it was in the first stages. When he got out, there was a lot of stuff, like money was missing from him, his phones, all kind of stuff like that was supposed to have been in place for him wasn't in place.
Allegedly.
So he was trying to get himself back together. So when we went to Atlanta, at the time, I did not know. He really wanted to go to Atlanta to go back to what he was doing prior to incarceration. So when we got to Atlanta, there was like everything was booked up because people were evacuating. So it was only like the extended stay that we could get into. So he was like, you don't want to try to get an Airbnb, whatever. I'm like, I don't have an Airbnb account. I don't know about doing any of that stuff. Like, whatever. This is what I found. This is what we gonna make do what it do. So we went to the extended stay and we were there. If you know about extended stay, they cool. Not as run down as a motel, but it is what it is. So it wasn't terrible. So we there. We, in the hotel. We together there. We, whatever. Then one day he was just like, he needed to take my car and go do something. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to stay in the room. I'm going to sleep because I wasn't feeling good. So I was like, okay, whatever. So he left and went. He was gone for hours. So I wake up and I'm like, where are you? So the whole time, like, I'm scared because this is Atlanta traffic. I don't know. Like, my car was not in the best condition at the time. And I was just like, oh my God, like, what if he wrecked my car? What if my car is stolen? Like, there's so many stories about stolen vehicles and stuff in Atlanta. So, I'm just, my mind going crazy because I done went to sleep, got up, everything. I'm hungry at this point. He was supposed to be bringing me food back. He never came back with the food, nothing. So I should have known, like, something wasn't right.
This should have also told my ass to run.
Eventually he come back and I'm just like, well, what took you so long? I done went to sleep. I done shower. I'm sick. You supposed to come back with food. You supposed to come back with medicine. Like, you came back with nothing. So he was like, well, we can go out now and get this. So I'm like pissed off at this point. So I'm like, it's cool. I'll go get my own food. I'll this and that, whatever. So I leave him in the room and I go get me some food and stuff. I was so tempted to leave and go back to South Carolina. Like, I was just like, I'm about to get out of here and I'm about to go back to South Carolina. I'm gonna just leave him there, like, let him figure it out. And then the other side of me was like, no, that'll be dirty. Like, don't do him like that. Like, that'll be so dirty. Like, just keep it pushing, keep going, like, whatever. Let him do him. Right? So I go back to the room. We, whatever. I'm kind of PO, so he kind of like trying to suck up to me like come on, you know, I'm just like getting home, so I just went to talk to a homeboy, and we went to go see this doctor guy that we know, and da 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 da. At the time, I didn't know about nothing he was talking about. I'm like oblivious to whatever. I just kind of summed it up that it had something to do with some street stuff, so I was just like, okay, whatever. But come on, we in Georgia, we in Atlanta. You in my car, you leave, you don't answer your phone or come back for a long period of time. I don't care about no females, no none of that, but I'm more concerned about my car and me being able to get back home and all this other stuff. So girls, please take from me, negative 1,000,000 out of 10. Don't ever let no nigga take your car without you. Period. Like, just don't do it. I don't care what he say. I don't care. I love him. I did. Don't do it. Don't. Let him figure that out by himself. You go do what you got to do for you, and you let him figure it out. So, anyways, all of that happens. We get the hurricane, all that stuff passed. It's the day we get ready to leave Atlanta. So he was like, I need to go holler at this doctor real quick. Da 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 da. So he asking me like, can I put this in your name and that? And I'm like, no. So he had to call his mom and whoever, and he doing all this other type of stuff. And right now he's incarcerated for some with that. So I'm so happy that I was smart enough to be like, no, not doing it. I don't want nothing tied to me. I'm not doing none of that. And then he was even trying to get me to like go to the pharmacies and take the stuff inside. And I was just like, no, I'm not doing none of that. No, they don't have nothing to do with me. I'm not doing it. Oh, come on. Like, it ain't nothing. It's just, you just dropping off a prescription for my mama. And I was just like, no, I'm not doing it. So I thank God right now, like, I didn't engage in any of that. And I was smart enough and I had brains to think for myself. And I wasn't in that naive girl state anymore. Because I could have been caught up in something terrible. Like, really, really bad. So we leave Atlanta. If he go to this guy's house, I'm sitting outside, I'm waiting for him, whatever. So he goes inside. He said this man was a doctor. This man, y'all, he comes outside with the first weird part was Dino goes inside. Dino was inside for like 30 minutes at this point. Then eventually he comes to the car and he like, man, this man about to piss me off. He did that. So I'm like, okay. So then as he comes to the car, he's sitting in the car, the guy comes outside. He comes outside with no shoes on, some khaki pants with them unbuttoned, looking like he had no fucking underwear on, and no shirt. So to me, all of that was like just super weird. I'm like, what kind of doctor coming outside? And he was in a big house, but you know, Atlanta, that's Atlanta. You can live wherever. It don't matter. He just had looked dirty. Like, he didn't look like a doctor to me. So I'm like, he lying. Like, this ain't no doctor. Like, da-da-da-da. So when he come outside with the prescriptions.
And to top it off, Dino had undercover rumors about him. So this look did not make him look any better.
Prescription. So I'm like, this man, and the man name is on the thing or whatever. So I'm like, this is a doctor. I'm like, he look dirty. Like, so I'm like, what kind of doctor this man supposed to be? Oh, he a OBGYN. I said, so he looking at women's pussies looking like that? I said, oh, he couldn't have been my doctor. I said, if I ever would have had a OBGYN like that, and I saw that my gynecologist lived like this and was outside, you wouldn't been looking and checking up in me. You look dirty. So, you know, I'm just like, okay, whatever. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm just whatever. So I'm just like, when we about to go now. So he go inside, come back out like 2 minutes. We get ready to leave. So we leave. We get on the interstate to head to, he was like, he needed to go to Columbia. So I was like, okay, well, we need to get there now. I was like, okay, because we can stop and see my sister while I'm there. Because my sister was in college at the time. And Columbia, from where I live in South Carolina, was like 2.5 hours away. So from Atlanta to Columbia was about the same. So we on the interstate. My tire buzz. Y'all, my tire buzz on the interstate. And I'm just like, man, what in the world? Like, this is like, oh, like, fuck me. And as I'm sitting there and I'm just like looking up how to change a flat tire, lo and behold, here comes the people that drive up and down the interstate that help you, whatever. So the guy like comes and he see me going in the trunk and getting the donut or whatever, and he's like, yeah, don't drive on this donut too long, put it on. He was like, because your donut even is like going bad, so you gonna need to even replace that and all of this other stuff. He was like, but there's like tire shops further up, I would suggest you get a tire, blase, blase, blase. So I find a tire shop and I'm like, listen, I got to stop and get a tire. This is how much money I got. I did not expect to have to spend any money, whatever. So he was like, I'll pay for your tire. Like, don't worry about it. I'll pay for your tire. Yeah, because you'd have been going in my shit the whole time in Atlanta. They had me all over the place. I didn't drove to Atlanta where I didn't even have to come. I'm without my child, all of this stuff, trying to supposed to be like bonding and getting to know each other more during this little hurricane vacation, and you just doing everything else. So basically, like, I summed it up to, I was just leverage for him to get to Atlanta and for him to get to Columbia to do whatever he needed to do. So it's cool now that I think about it. It's, I ain't tripping. But we get to this tire shop and the guy is like, what size tire you need? That I was like, we trying to get back home, tire bust on us, da da da. So the guy was like, it's gonna be $200. I'm telling him the tire size, and I'm just saying everything. And the guy looks at him and he's like, where did you get her from? She's smart and she's beautiful. So he was like, I don't know. He was like, I don't even know how lucky I am, or something he said. And the guy was like, that's for sure. You better keep her, because not too many women are smart and know their stuff. So in my head, I'm just like, because I'm already mad, like, because I'm sitting here, literally, y'all. When the tire bust, the first thing this man said was, "Who can I call?" Like, he got his phone and he like, "Who can I call to come get us? Who can I call to come get us? Let me try to call my homeboy. Yeah, I'm gonna call my homeboy to come get us." And I was like, I'm not leaving my car, and I'm not getting in the car with nobody, and I'm not doing none of that. So I was like, you can leave. You can call somebody to come pick you up or whatever, and you can go. But I'm not going anywhere. Like, literally the whole time, y'all, he didn't know. He was like, I don't know how to change no tire. I call Roadside and this, and that. I was like, well, I'm going to call Roadside, but we going to have to. So when I called Roadside did say, like, it was going to be like 2 hours before they could get there. So he was just like, oh, I can't sit here for 2 hours. Somebody got to come get me. I gotta get on the road. I gotta go. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. At that point, I was really like pissed off. So when everything got to rolling and these people showed up, like, they were heaven sent to me, because it was an opportunity for me to get my tire, get the donut on, go find me a tire, get back home and keep it pushing. As I get this tire, he like, we still going to Columbia? So I was like, cool, whatever. So we get to Columbia. He goes and takes me into some neighborhood, just as ghetto as can be. And I'm sitting in my car. He like, get out the car. You don't want to sit in the car. It's dangerous. So I say, I don't want to sit in a car. I said, well, this is what I'll do. I'll drop you off and I'll drive and I'll go up the street to the gas station and stuff, and you handle your business, and then I'll come back and get you. I said, because I'm not getting out my car. I'm not going to these people's house. I don't know them. I'm not doing none of that. Well, why you just can't get out and come meet my homeboys and da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. So we park the car. I get out. I go inside with him and stuff. He's talking to his homeboys and all this and that. So then I'm just like, I got to go. Like, it's time for me. My mama texted me like, when are you coming? You need to come get your baby. You've been gone for days. You're supposed to have been back at this time. You're not back. You need to hurry up and come back. Your child, da-da-da-da-da. All this stuff like that. And you start getting them messages. You kind of start getting antsy. Your heart start pounding like, boom, 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 boom. Because you scared like, oh my God, I done messed up with my babysitter. I ain't going to never have nobody watch my kid again. So that was my thought process at the time. So I get to my sister's school. He gave my sister some money and all this other type of stuff, like trying to flex, like, yeah, here you go, da 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 da. So, okay, we get back on the road. I'm like, well, where you going? Oh, I'm going with you. I said, you going with me where? I'm going with you to your house. So I was like, oh no, because at the time I was still with my mom. So I was like, oh no, you can't go to my mama's house. Like, so I was like, you know what? Cool. I said, let me just let her know you coming tonight and you gonna go to your mom's tomorrow. So I mentioned it to her. She was like, okay, cool. Y'all, the boy came, ain't never left. Been there since he came. Which wasn't a problem. So when we there, whatever, he was like, I need you to get a rental for me. So I was like, why? I can't get no rental because my license suspended.
I know y'all probably like, bitch, all these fucking red flags. These bitch was bright red and you didn't see none
So
of these signs
motherfucker,
to run.
you was driving
You
my
just
car in
kept on
Atlanta
going,
with a
huh?
suspended
I did.
license. You had just got out from being incarcerated a couple of weeks prior. You doing some illegal shit, and you got me here in Atlanta with you, and then you had me in Colombia in the fucking ghetto. Now you at my mother's house with me, and you asking me to get a rental in my name. What y'all think happened next? And the bitch was stunned. It's like, listen, so y'all, me feeling sorry or feeling obligated because he paid for my tire. He gave me money for my daughter's party. He gave my sister money. Me feeling obligated, I go and get the rental. So I'm like, these are the cars they have. Which one you want? Oh, get the Charger. Get the Charger. So I'm like, okay, cool. So get the Charger. Put the money down. Dodge Charger. Y'all know. I'll post a picture. Whatever. Do all of that. The boy, the man, because my mom like to say, I'm calling boys, call them mans. Call them mans. The man get the car. Oh, he just gone. He just up and down the road. He just everywhere. He this, he that, da 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 da. I'm kind of happy because at this point, my car don't have to smell like a pound of bounce that is from the fucking weed he's smoking. I don't have to worry about the police pulling me over and they're like, oh, your car smell like marijuana and none of this stuff. So he in this rental. So I'm like, listen, you need to not smoke in that rental days before it's going to be turned in. I'm just not doing it. So when it came time to turn the rental in a week later, he like, man, tell them you out of town, you know you gonna bring it back when you get back, da 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 da. You can extend it. So I asked the lady, I'm like, is it okay if I extend it? You know, I'm out of town, I'm sick, and I'm kind of stuck here or whatever. And she's like, oh yeah, that's fine. It'll be, you know, so and so amount per day, extra, whatever. Because I had already paid the week. So taking it back, it was gonna be like the extra days that it was kept. So he was like, he wanted to keep it through that weekend. So he kept it through that weekend. So that Monday came and we had to go take it back. So I go drive the rental. He drives my car and follow me. And I'm just like, did you clean out these people's car? Yeah, I cleaned it out. I was like, did you spray to make sure? I was like, it smells like smoke and it smells like weed. No, it don't, man. I didn't spray this car out. I didn't. I took it up there and let my homeboy do it. And I was just like, this car smells like weed. I was like, these people are gonna smell that it smells like weed.
On top of that, he was
So
on
I get
Snapchat doing
inside
100 plus
and
in
the
these
lady was
people
like, okay,
fucking
well, let's get it
car.
checked in and we'll come back and let you know what you need to pay. So I'm like, okay. So they do whatever they do. She comes back in. She's like, well, I have the paper here. We're going to have to charge an extra fee of $225 because the car smells like marijuana.
If you know me, you know I was extremely pissed because my image and my name is everything. But it was my fault and I did have to
I
learn from
told
that.
this motherfucker, I said, didn't I tell you that these people were going to smell that? I told you this. Man, they lying. They can't smell it. I don't know why people that smoke don't think other people can smell that shit. Like, it's just, it goes incognito after you smoke it. It don't. You smell like smoke, you stink. Whether you smoke cigarettes or you smoke weed, it's in your clothes, it's in your hair, it's in all of that. You smell. And then people wonder why, like, you don't want to go places with them. You smell like a pound of marijuana and you it don't smell good. People don't like it. I'm a person, I don't like the smell. I don't. It's just, it is what it is. So if you feel the type of way, I'm sorry, but I don't smoke, so I know how it smells and I know how it feels to smell it and be like, oh, you know, like ugh. So, you know, he oh, I don't got enough bread. I gotta go to my mama's house to get more money. So I'm like, oh no. I said no, because you're not about to have my name fucked up. We not about to leave here or do none of that. I said, and I'm not paying my money. I said, well, I only got exactly what they asked for. I said, well, you need to give it to me right now. We not leaving here until you give me the money. So he gives me the money. I take the money back inside. He mad at this point. I drop him off to his mama house so fast. Like, y'all, when I say I was and I'm like, my obligation or whatever I felt is over. I would never do that again. So ladies, please take it from me. Never ever in your life put your name on the line for nobody. I don't care who it is. Don't put your name on the line for nobody. Because he could have messed up with me ever getting a rental car with these people ever again. He had already had his mom messed up with Enterprise. So I didn't even try Enterprise and did none of that with him. So the other place, it was a local place. These people were just starting. Their rates were extremely low. You had no reason to be that stupid. Like, and I just realized, like, I always tell people I would never in my life date another Sagittarius ever again. Friends wise, I can be friends with them long as they don't pee me off. We just cause we, and they know I'm just that mouth of the South that's going, yeah. And I just don't have the energy. Like, I don't. So I just can't. Like, no. That was a no for me. So y'all just take it from me, because I was just crazy and stupid. Y'all can say stupid. Comment stupid in the comments. I was stupid for that. I was stupid for even feeling obligated to do that, because honestly, I didn't ask him to give me any money for my daughter party. I didn't ask him to give my sister money. And I didn't ask him to pay for my tire. So it was just like, I don't know why I felt obligated. I guess it was kind of like, well, he did this for me, so let me do this for him. So, y'all, I'm just telling you now, just don't ever do nothing like that. Especially when you know people just immature and they not grown yet. Now, if you with a guy, you've been with him for a long time and you know how he is, and you decide to do that, you just decide to do that. But everybody else, just like the ones that still want to be in the street and be pharmaceuticals and all of that, let them have that. Let them other dumb broads do it, you know. Because even later when I found out, like, a girl he was messing with had apartments and cars and things, I was like, let her have that. Girl, that is your man. Yeah, that you wanted to beef so bad over, that is your nigga. Anyways, y'all, that is the story time about Dino wanting me to get a rental car in my name, and I did it like a jackass, and I was pissed, and I only caused myself stress. So, anyways, y'all, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I know y'all probably want more story times. I do look at the views on my stuff, and I notice, like, my story times hit more. My fragrance videos hit more. My vlogs don't really, I don't know, you know, I guess I may need to change up something or work on my thumbnail or whatever. But yeah, y'all go show some love to my videos, whether you watch the first 5-10 seconds and like the video, comment just the heart or whatever. Just do something. Help keep pushing me out there. I'm definitely trying to stay consistent. When it gets to this point where it's like I look at the views and I'm like, oh, it's not doing well, I just kind of get a little discouraged. But I'm gonna keep pushing, y'all. So hopefully we will be able to look back one day and be like, girl, remember when you was stressed about your views? So I'm gonna keep going and I'm gonna keep pushing. But anyways, y'all, thank you for tuning in today with your girl, the real Mina Millions. I did release my hair oil today. I did this wig video that y'all will see. I hope it come out good, because I just was looking crazy, and I know it's my first time trying to do a wig video. And the color it's okay. I'm not a color girl. I don't like, I'll do like a dark brown, like the bottom. I'll do black. I'll do different things like that. But this honey blonde is very new for me. So my daughter said, Mommy, you look like Ice Spice. I said, Ice Spice? Out of all people, Ice Spice hair is red. You look like Ice Spice. I think it's just the curls. But y'all, thank you for tuning in with your girl. Mwah. I love you so much, and peace.